How to make shiitake mushroom broth. If you have ever wondered how to create a delicious shiitake mushroom broth, you are in for a treat. This broth is not only flavorful but also a staple in Japanese cuisine. Let's break down the steps to make this savory delight. First, you will need to gather your ingredients. 4 fresh shiitake mushrooms, about 1 pound will do. If you prefer dried shiitake mushrooms, half a cup is sufficient. If using dried mushrooms, make sure to soak them in hot water for 30 minutes. This rehydration process is essential, and don't forget to keep that soaking liquid for later. Next, slice your fresh mushrooms or prepare the rehydrated dried ones. In a large pot, combine the mushrooms with some aromatic ingredients. You can add sliced onion, smashed garlic cloves, bay leaves, strips of lemon peel, and sprigs of parsley. These ingredients will build a wonderful flavor profile. Now it is time to add the liquid. Pour in about 8 cups of water or vegetable broth. If you used dried mushrooms, include the reserved soaking liquid to enhance the taste. Bring the mixture to a boil over high heat. Once boiling, reduce the heat to low and cover the pot. Allow it to simmer for 45 minutes if you are using fresh mushrooms. If you opted for dried mushrooms, let it simmer for up to 1 hour. This slow cooking is key to extracting the rich, umami flavor from the mushrooms and melding the other ingredients together. After the simmering time is up, strain the broth through a fine mesh strainer. Press the solids to extract as much flavor as possible, then discard the solids. For a finishing touch, consider stirring in some sliced green onions or scallions. This adds a fresh, mild onion flavor to the broth. If you want to deepen the umami flavor even more, you can add a splash of soy sauce or a spoonful of miso paste. This broth is incredibly versatile. You can serve it hot as a base for soups, stews, or noodle dishes. It also works beautifully as a vegan substitute for traditional dashi stock. If you have leftovers, store them in an airtight container and freeze for future use. For an extra flavor boost, try roasting the mushrooms at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes before adding them to the pot. You can also mix in other mushrooms like cremini or button mushrooms for a more complex taste. Adding ingredients like ginger, kombu, or mirin can also provide traditional Japanese flavor notes. Making shiitake mushroom broth is a simple yet rewarding process that showcases the deep, savory essence of shiitake mushrooms in global cuisine. Enjoy your culinary adventure.